Hi and welcome back to our channel. I am Mike and together with Noemi, we will take you today to tour the grounds of our favorite hotel Henann. This is not a sponsor review and therefore the views and opinions in this video are purely ours based on our own experience. In this video, we will cover the transportation to the resort from Katiklan Airport as well as the location of the resort, quality of service we received, cleanliness, amenities, food options, choices of pools and their quality, and other topics of interest to potential guests. Since this resort is the second Henann resort that we visited, we will also offer some comparison to the Henann at Bohol Alona Beach. But let's start from the beginning. The check-in process at Henann is very straightforward. Depending on when you get to the resort, morning or afternoon, you may have to wait 20 to 30 minutes before your room is ready. But there are comfortable seats around and you can even start exploring the area while you are waiting. Let's talk about swimming pools, which are one of the main draws for many guests. There are two swimming pools at the Henann Crystal Sands Resort. One at the bottom, which offers convenient access directly from the hotel rooms, and another one on the second floor, called the Sky Pool. Based on our observation, the bottom pool is used mostly by families. There is a dedicated splash pool specially for small children, which makes it very attractive hangout place for families with small children. The lower pool also offers a partially shaded area during the scorching heat of the day and is conveniently located close to the restaurant and the beachfront. The Sky Pool is on the second floor. The poolside offers a nice view of the beach and the bottom pool. The entire area is large enough for you to sit back and relax either by the pool or on the terrace. At the back of the pool terrace, right behind the pool bar, is the gym. It is a small gym, but it has basic equipment to allow you to get good workout. We have not seen too many takers though, given the exhausting heat, but it is an option if you are up for it. Spending time by the pool after sunset is a great way to end your day. In our opinion, this is the time of the day when the pool really shines. The light decoration is very pretty, and given the warm weather, you can still enjoy the pool without getting burned by the sun or just sit and enjoy a cocktail at the beat of music. Let's talk about food choices at the Henann Crystal Sands Resort. The first thing we will talk about is breakfast. We highly suggest getting a room with breakfast included because the breakfast buffet at the Henann is one of the best we have ever experienced during our travel. The breakfast is served from 6:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the Sapphire restaurant. The variety of food is pretty extensive and the food is delicious. There are several choices of warm food that will fill you up for at least half a day. The food is fresh, not too salty, and actually tastes great. The menu slightly changes every day, so you will not be bored with the same dishes every day, even if you stay multiple days. Besides the warm food, you will find pretty wide variety of traditional breakfast food ranging from sausages, French toast, pancakes, several different styles of eggs, as well as the good old bacon and breakfast cereal. They also offer several mini desserts, mini sandwiches, and yogurts. I personally highly suggest to try the granola mini desserts because they are super tasty. The breakfast is so filling that we usually did not have to eat our lunch until at least 2 to 3 p.m. You can finish your breakfast with a nice plate of fresh fruit to start your day. As far as lunch, you have many options. Henann does offer a lunch buffet during the weekend from 12 to 2:30 p.m. for 799 pesos. We personally did not try it because we were still usually quite full from our breakfast. We suggest you to turn left once you exit Henann and walk towards the mall. You will pass number of restaurants and resorts serving lunch, but we recommend that you keep on walking and go for lunch to the mall. The D Mall is only a short 10-minute walk from Henann Crystal Sands, and it is our top recommendation for lunch and dinner. It has the best selection of variety of cuisines with great food and very reasonable prices. We will be doing a full review of D Mall and the food choices there in one of our upcoming videos soon. We usually grab something light for lunch and return back for a nice hearty dinner. There are also a number of ice cream places with delicious hollow mango desserts that you must try at least once. And finally, let's talk about dinner. While we definitely recommend going to D Mall for your dinners, we suggest that you try at least once the seafood buffet dinner at the Henann. They had really great food choices with many different varieties of sushi, sashimi, crabs, mussels, oysters, and shrimps. The fish was fresh and the sushi rolls were amazing. Usually when you go to seafood buffet, you will get some crappy cheap sushi. Not here, just look at it. They also had several nice desserts, and it is your opportunity to try some native desserts.
This one is one of the Filipino delicacies. It's made of sticky rice, and you will eat it. You can put a little bit of sugar on it and eat it. These are the native delicacies. Soman, we call it soman. We cook it with the banana leaves and just boil it or steam. We just steam it so that it will not be watery. And you will put some sugar. Let me show you how it. So you can take this, give me your plate. Like this. Or if you want more sugar, you can put more sugar, but if you want only small one, you want to try.
You can pick just dinner or pay a bit extra for unlimited soft drinks, but we suggest passing on the drink option. You will not want to keep loading your tummy with cheap sodas and juices. It is actually a great sales trick to have you pay more for consuming less of the expensive food. So stay away from food beverages and drink your juices after you finish eating to get the most for your buck. All in all, we can say that it was an absolute feast and totally worth the 1100 pesos. We were so stuffed that we could hardly move. As far as location is concerned, we think that Henann Crystal Sands Resort has a really great location. It is located at the very heart of the white beach, not too far from the D-Mall, but also not so close that you will be right in the middle of the busy life at Boracay. The quality of the sand at the beach right in front of the hotel is also top-notch. The sand indeed is truly powdery white as advertised. And that's what you came here for in the first place. The water is clean, the ocean is very calm, and the water temperature is super pleasant. You can walk quite a distance before it becomes deeper, so a great place to be with children. Watching sunset right from the beach at the Henann is also beautiful. It can get quite busy, but it is great atmosphere all around. You are also on a 5-minute walk from the loading dock for the tourist attractions such as island hopping and boat rides. So lastly, how do you actually get to the resort? This is probably the most important questions that you will ask. We touched on this in our first video titled Boracay Island, You Won't Believe the Ladies from Boracay. You can check the link at the description or click on the video at the end. You can either do it yourself by taking a ferry and then take a tricycle to your resort, but we highly advise against it. It is a lot more convenient to avail of transport directly through the resort. Upon confirmation, you will be instructed to meet the Henann representative at the airport. They will have a sign of the Henann Resort in their hand. Upon checking all the guests, they will direct you to the air-conditioned van that will take you to the Katiklan port. There you will need to fill up arrival information and have your Boracay entry QR code ready. Make sure you have it before you leave for Boracay. Again, see our video Boracay Island, You Won't Believe the Ladies from Boracay and Entry Requirements that discusses the requirements for entering Boracay. Once you fill up all the required documents, you will wait for the next shuttle boat. The baggage carriers will take your bags and load them onto the private Henann speedboat. You will not have to worry about a thing. In just a few minutes, you will arrive at the Boracay port. From there, they will load your bags to the next air-conditioned van and take you directly to the resort. The entire trip took about 1 hour and was very smooth. Once you check in, the staff will take your luggage to the room. What we like about the Henann Group is their open design, meaning the center of the hotel has open roof and each floor is open as well. This allows the fresh air to get in. This is, in our opinion, very important since the Philippines are quite humid. In the resorts and hotels with a closed design, you will usually encounter a moldy smell in the hallways and even in the rooms. It also offers plenty of natural light and therefore is much more ecologically friendly. Our room was on the 4th floor. We rented just a deluxe room. The deluxe rooms do not have any spectacular views, but that did not bother us since we planned to spend most of our time outside anyway. The room furniture was standard and in good condition. Our bed had a nice semi-firm mattress which was very comfortable to sleep on after the full day of adventures. In your room you will find the usual amenities such as flat-screen TV, safe and even refrigerator, which was a great bonus. The AC also worked great. The bathroom was clean and quite spacious with our favorite rain shower head. You will also find the standard amenities such as blow dryer and shower gel. The small balcony is particularly great to dry your swimming suit overnight. Room service is available, but given the closeness to the main shopping center called D-Mall, there is plenty of food choices nearby the resort. So, how did the Henann Crystal Sands Resort compare to the Henann at the Bohol Alona Beach? We think that both are kept to the same high standard as far as service and cleanliness. Their location is also strategically the best in both locations. However, we personally liked more the Henann at Bohol. The resort itself was much larger and the pools were a lot better. We also liked the setup of 3 pools with a great view of the beach at Bohol. The size of the main pool was also a lot bigger in Bohol. However, you have to be realistic as well. Bohol is a much larger island and not as popular as Boracay. Lastly, you got to think if the pool is so important for you, given the fact that you are at the beachfront of one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. We did not spend too much time at the pool and instead tried to explore the beach and the surroundings. You can find resorts with much nicer pool as well as we will discuss in our video review of the Movenpick. So if you are looking for the best combination of beautiful beaches and pools, Bohol is a better choice. If you don't care much about a pool and want a nicer beach, Boracay is your place to be. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and we will see you in our next video.